Now, what about click-through rate? Well, click-through rate is very simply explained as the amount of times someone will click versus the impressions, which is the amount of times your thumbnail and title are shown to someone. So basically, if someone was shown a vidIQ thumbnail 100 times, they've been clicking it about 6.5 times per 100 times. Now, that's actually really good. You might think that doesn't sound like it's good. However, YouTube tells us that 50% of all videos on YouTube are between 2 and 10%. So anything in that number range, you're in the top 50-ish or so percent. Anything beyond that, you're really starting to do some really great things, over 10%. Now, of course, this varies wildly with the amount of impressions you have. Obviously, the more impressions you have, this is going to go down. But for 6 million impressions, a 6% click-through rate is phenomenal. That's great, which equals almost 1 million views in 28 days. So that's how that all kind of comes together. Your click-through rate should always be trying to go higher. You should try to push it up higher and higher and higher. And if your niche is correct, and if the YouTube algorithm is serving your content to the right people, and if your thumbnails and titles are giving people the right information about your videos, this should go up over time. At first, it might seem kind of spiky. Sometimes it's high, sometimes it's low, and that's based on your impressions. But over time, it should even out and it should stay fairly high. 6% would be a great goal for you, especially as you continue to grow in YouTube. Your niche, though, might dictate a slightly lower or higher click-through rate. You won't really know this information until after you've been doing it for a while, so don't be heavily impacted if someone else tells you that their click-through rate is higher than yours. Every niche is a little bit different, but it's something to be aware of, always trying to push your click-through rate a little bit higher.